Hi, I'm Dr. Ari Gargir, CEO and founder of RedC Biotech. We are developing a revolutionary process that will enable us to produce red blood cells that match everyone. These will provide life-saving transfusions for any situation, anywhere. In addition to industrial production of universal red blood cells, our process will act as a unique platform for advanced therapies. RedC Biotech started with my personal story. In 1990, I was paragliding over the beautiful Sea of Galilee. Unfortunately, I crashed with a paraglider into a steep cliff. I was extremely fortunate because the medical crew arrived equipped with a blood unit. My life was saved when I received the red blood cell transfusion. This event triggered an interest in the challenges of blood donation industry, and I learned that millions of other people around the world are not as lucky and may die because of unsafe or insufficient sources for life-saving blood transfusions. It is estimated that nearly 2 million people die every year from blood loss and violence and injury, and over 200,000 women die every year in childbirth from blood loss. Oxygen-carrying red blood cells are essential in trauma treatment, childbirth, operations, and in chronic treatment of anemia and cancer. Millions around the world suffer from sickle cell disease, thalassemia, and other blood disorders. 300,000 babies are born every year with such blood disorders, and most of them will depend on blood transfusions to survive. Every year, over 120 million blood units are donated, yet it's estimated that 100 million blood transfusions are still in shortage. During the COVID-19 pandemic, blood shortages were widespread, including in high-income regions. In recent years, breakthroughs in stem cell cultivation technologies have given us tools to tackle these problems. How do we do it? At RedC, we utilize stem cells for production of red blood cells. Stem cells have the unique capacity of multiplying continually and the capability to differentiate into any product cell. A one-time stem cell donation is given by an individual characterized as a universal donor who has an enhanced O-negative blood type, which fits almost all humans without testing. In our patented process, the stem cells are cultured to a very high concentration as single cells in suspension in bioreactors with defined low-cost growth media devoid of any animal and human materials. The cells are then differentiated into oxygen-carrying red blood cells, and after isolating the cells from their growth media, the cells are washed, packed, and sent to hospitals around the world. RedC Biotech's red blood cells will become an off-the-shelf product, saving lives. What's next? RedC Biotech is now scaling up the production process, optimizing, improving quality and yields, while exploring methods for reducing the production costs of the red blood cells. In a few years, we plan to reach quality and economy of scale, enabling regulatory approvals and commercialization. Our red blood cells production will be in regional factories around the world based on forecasts and demand. Seasonal shortages due to holidays, weather, crises, catastrophes, and pandemics will be a matter of the past. Today, the cost of each donated blood transfusion is up to $200, though the actual cost for treatment is much higher, with the goal of reaching a production cost of $50 per blood transfusion. We will deliver uniform, clean, safe, and abundant blood transfusions. Most importantly, saving lives will not be dependent upon donors and volunteers. Blood transfusions will be a pharmaceutical commodity. If RedC Biotech wins the Forbes-Aviram Tech for Humanity competition, we will use the money to recruit additional necessary scientists, researchers, and engineers, and rent required lab space. RedC Biotech is revolutionizing this $20 billion industry by delivering safe and effective blood transfusions available at any time, anywhere, to save millions of lives around the world.